Hello everyone, Alex here, and today I wanna do like a quick update of what I'm running now in Elite Arena. So let's show my teams. Did a change with a block, and I think that was an awesome change that I'm probably gonna try tomorrow also in the main arena because I have very high sustain. So you have the 3 block characters plus Aquaman and Peacemaker. Many people were running this with Cyborg, originally with Peacemaker before Aquaman was released, but then they changed Peacemaker for Aquaman. I don't have Cyborg. I know he gives like some damage reduction, puts out some silence, which can be very annoying because it's on your highest attack character, so then you cannot kill them. Maybe the Chaos Crystal will help you a little bit, but they can still usually out-sustain you. Aquaman with he gives a lot of buffs, like let me go to Aquaman. So here he is. I also put better artifacts on them, so he can give a shelter, but only at rank 10 in the front row, which can be very, very strong. But you have many shelters with Peacemaker already, and with Blue Beetle for the back row. He puts out the Frostbite, cool. This is the reason he's there. When someone drops under 40% for the first time, he puts them under invulnerable, and he puts also himself under invulnerable. This also counts himself. So he, even if you don't have him very, very big, if he can survive some deadly ultimates like Ivy or Wonder Woman or Hal that could potentially kill the back row, and you have both Peacemaker shelters for later in the match and Blue Beetle passive to help you survive. If he can survive even with 1%, then he gets into invulnerable. Other characters do the same. He heals them every turn. He will heal them, either give them strong attack, which is a buff that helps them for once, like also Master, do more damage, but also Nightwing's ultimate to land a stun. It increases the chance of landing it. And when they are less than 65% of HP, he heals them for 15% of their maximum HP. I was kind of considering even putting like speed gear on him, maybe 2 pieces, because this will happen a tiny bit more often. But decided to go at the moment for like a more like a straight tank. Will probably tomorrow test 4 pieces of block with him. My understanding is when he's under invulnerable, he cannot block, so it doesn't feed Ocean Master too much, but still reduce a lot of damage and can help this feed more. So I'm gonna change like 2 pieces. I put Grudge gear on him. It's a tiny bit annoying in main stages that he's squeezier now, but we'll see what we can do. If he also is like in main arena, definitely worth it for Aquaman. Here he also like gives them strong attack, he gives them recuperate, so he gives buffs out that instead of Constantine, very similar buffs in a little bit different situations. So you have the buffs there, you have more survivability with him. He's also tankier than Constantine. He doesn't sacrifice 15% of your HP, which can be deadly now late game Elite Arena. And Peacemaker, a big reason he's there is at the end of the round, all of Peacemaker allies gain 1 stack of shelter. Shelter decreases damage taken from the next attack by 50%. So you have a lot of shelters going out. There are maximum 3 stacks. You have Blue Beetle's ultimate. I have it on turn 1 now. So he puts you shelter in the back row. Then you have Peacemaker putting out more. Aquaman at least to himself. So then you have Nightwing also put to himself. So then you have, even in a mirror match where you have opponent's Ocean Master that can counter attack a lot, you will get a lot of less damage. And after like turn 1, if you can survive the first ultimate of someone like Zatan, having speed bar action bar from Zatanna, like Wonder Woman or Ivy, if you can survive that before Peacemaker puts out the first, or Beetle with his ultimate puts out his first Sack of Shelter, then you are very tanky for the rest of the match. So this is very, very strong. So let's show this mirror match here with Zatanna and Wonder Woman. So that's a reason I will try tomorrow because I want to do like 5 gear upgrades per day. So I did mine for today because of the event with Cheshire or whatever this is called. It's very annoying to watch with the block team go always very slow the matches, but this is a team that stops my Ivy Justice Gang team or makes it harder to counter them. There was a version instead of like Peacemaker, they had Kid Flash in there with Aquaman and 3 block, and Kid Flash puts out some more shelter, and he heals everyone, and he doesn't hit a lot to be counterattacked in a mirror match, but I would win that sometimes. You also reduce the healing with like poisons. And you also have like a Peacemaker. If you get to kill one person and everyone heals, that's very, very nice. More survivability. I'm experimenting a little bit with the artifacts. I want to talk about that. I have Peacemaker there, so he puts armor break on the main tank, currently Nightwing, then Fragile is applied to them, and you have a Nightwing basic and also Master basic being physical damage. It's not like it will be a massive buff, but you get a small advantage of that, being able to do a little bit more damage. At rank 10, Blue Beetle does at least tiny bit of damage. Before that, he's like hits like a wet noodle, is very weak. So you see, with the shelter and everything, we are very protected, and because after every turn the damage increases by 15%, that in arenas. So eventually Ocean Master will do a lot more damage with counterattacks, and you bet on that. I did put a signature on his accessory to give him at least 4% more attack for that, and have it with attack bonus. Kinda consider putting like 3 HP on him instead of 3 speed that I have, just so he has a 3% more chance of surviving longer against like an Ivy ultimate that could still try to one-shot him. Not extremely likely, but so he's gone. When we kill Wonder Woman as well, it's more of a done deal. You see, we take negative damage, we heal basically because of the shelter, and Also put the mirror there just in case they try to go in to nuke someone and they drop under 40%, lose their vulnerable to be healed after that. Gives like the opposite armor break that increases your armor for a tiny bit, or defense. Yeah. Also the Aquaman's ultimates make the front row at least do less damage with the exhaust. Yeah. So yeah, you have like situations where you go against like a Justice Gang superpowered damage dealer team, and there's Superman DCU and Terrific usually that deal a nice amount of damage against you. So Aquaman's ultimate kinda counters that. So you have putting out exhaustion that you will deal 50% less damage in the next attack. If this is an ultimate, you can this can protect you. Like 50% less damage, more shelter, you get 50% less damage. Very defensive, strong team. As I said, I will try to put 4 block on him, same as Peacemaker, or at minimum 2 block. I did leave with Lex the screwdriver helmet, so we have a little bit more healing, but I find that I don't particularly need Bane's Venom because now he is surviving more. I also tried putting the Atlantic helmet on the front row character because of the reflection to help a little bit, but you kind of waste the healing because you usually ult earlier, and it didn't seem to make a big difference. I prefer like also put it on Nightwing, and did put Skyma sticks on Beetle because he's not 100% blocked chance, and with the Skyma sticks giving him like 40% at the start of the match, 4 stacks would make him 100% block. But unless like I put this at tier 3 to give 15% more block, I'm thinking of putting this piece on that would give him 12% more block. He will pretty much guarantee blocking, and will help him survive a lot. You don't really need the healing then. As far as the fund out, I still like this on Nightwing massively because of the 20% damage reduction, and the healing can be nice. There's also ulting turn 1, so he can take advantage of that more, and kinda consider like putting either Atlantic helmet or Bane's Venom on Aquaman, the other one on Peacemaker, and putting on Ocean Master, especially if I do this team like in main arena and everything. Put the Mirror of Reverie, it gives more shots. I will it's the next one I'm gonna put like 10% attack, so 10% attack, 10% damage application, you give more HP, you put out more debuffs at the start of the match. It won't really make you win because of that. If you get stunned, you will get 1 more turn. I get a lot of use now out of Raven. Maybe I'm gonna just experiment with that and put it back into her, but I'm also kind of considering now with the teams to have to possibly make a new poison team and try to put, if I unlock Hal, if he's like in a banner next, Hal in there. Otherwise maybe Sinestro, maybe also Zatanna instead of Raven, and try to make a full poison team. I was a little bit disappointed or happy at the same time for my crit team because removing Peacemaker from there seemed like it can make them a lot weaker, but actually in most matches they might be even a little bit stronger because of the more damage that they put out because of Two-Face. The extra 18% I think damage amplification can make the second ultimate from Wonder Woman, kill people, even like the first, leave them with so little HP, and like the tank in the front row. So let's show that. And here they are very, so they surprised me. They have a lot of stars on them, or a lot of ranks, but they have very weak gear, so there's that to consider as well. Like, okay, with gear they're gonna be stronger, but it was impressive for them that they're still hanging out in the meta. So, and a little bit concerning for the Poison team if they're gonna get beaten by something like this. So they don't really have a lot of protection for the back row. Maybe Penguin's advanced attack reduces, gives them more damage reduction, I think. But as you saw, Cheshire died. Now Swamp Thing is gone because of the more damage that Wonder Woman did in her first ultimate, and she doesn't have lasso, she doesn't have parallax. This can be very strong with the invulnerable. So she managed to kill a few people because she spent a lot of turns or a lot of time with invulnerable and absorbed many ultimates. Yeah. And then they won like a very similar match like here, which is a big level difference. They don't have like Cheshire and Raven. They have like two people helping with the sustain. Wasn't really expecting that. He has like a massive like level advantage over me, like 358 to 335, 6. Yeah. So, or against teams like Debuff, they are very, very strong, or even some weaker versions of Justice Kang, they can nuke them still. The Create team, but maybe in a mirror match where the opponents have a Peacemaker, they lost a couple of times. I don't know if it was RNG, probably it had to do with the extra sustained with the Shelter, but usually I'm not taking the mirror matches anyways. Many people aren't using crits at all, so I'm kind of considering like try to make a third team, as I said, full Poison, or less likely we'll see after some testing maybe like 4 people of Poison and one other character that helps them somehow. Otherwise I kind of start like maybe if I move Zatanna instead of Raven, because now when you don't have the speed stat extra this season for Ivy, usually because she has a slow speed stat, gets to ult later, so maybe someone can stun her or silence her or something, or even kill her. So you would want them now to go first, and I don't think the counterattack of Blue Beetle will put exhaustion on her anymore because other people go faster, but we'll have to test that. Also, then I can have the artifact from Raven to put it on Ocean Master, so he puts out more damage and has more stats and everything. So that could be interesting. I could still try like either. I don't think, but maybe just replacing Zatanna and putting someone else with crit and still have them kind of work. But how many people can they afford to lose, really? I don't want to put Bright in there and put Red Hood in the back row. I'm not really excited about that. Also, I have most tanks artifacts now with block, so it's not really You wouldn't really do much with a Bright without a cool artifact on her. Now that she doesn't have the extra stats, yes, she revives with like 70% more, with 70% of her HP, but it's not like the previous seasons with anti-hero buffs. Otherwise, I could try to do like some Sinestro hybrid in there. That could be an option. Yeah, or as I said, Poison and maybe throw Sinestro with just Gang, but Poison would have to win block, or at least my block to be very consistent in mirror matches, that they are a lot better now. Like number 4, usually I'm sitting like number 7, number 8 now because of this, and I'm getting defensive victories. And people, generally speaking, cannot win this block team. When they see it, they throw the weakest team on it. I'm guessing like the team here that annoyed me, I haven't had the opportunity to do the mirror match, but he's a similar level than me. He has more ranks and Cyborg instead of Fistmaker, but I think I will have a chance then here at the mirror match. Otherwise I don't. With like Constantine, Pandora, or even Wonder Woman and Kid Flash, which I tried that. I don't really have a chance of beating this. Neither too much with the current version of Justice Gang that I have. I don't know how Poison will perform. And seeing how well they do like mirror matches and everything, and against like Justice Gang teams that try to nuke you, as I said, I'm gonna try to put more block into them and increase. I already did that on Aquaman. I did put this piece here to at least have the 7% more block. I'm gonna do that with Peacemaker, but here it's more expensive, and I'm also gonna put like some more block gear into him, so we'll see exactly what I will do. I'm kind of guessing like maybe with the bad 30 Peacemaker you will even have like some decent damage coming out of him with this team. Maybe Cyborg is better. I don't have the opportunity to test that, but I think it's a very nice substitute that can really do well. I'm still happy a lot with like my second team here. Let's show like the ultimate order for my teams, if you guys are curious. And here it's very likely Ivy will get kills, and I also try a team like this in main stages, and they do awesome. Ivy is very, very valuable there. People that have Sire say she's very strong, and I saw like with the Invulnerable she's definitely interesting. Will upgrade her and try to make a team even without the Dr. Poison, if I bring her at least to rank 8 to test that out. But that's it for now, guys. Hope this can be helpful to you both in main arena and elite arena, or if you're curious what I'm running in elite arena and what they can do now. Just an update. Bye for now.